I think it's official. The crowds are back. Good morning and welcome to Cleveland Hopkins, where it's right after Christmas and there's clearly a mass exodus to escape the cold. We're headed to LAX on United's 7 a.m. flight and just dropped our bags at the counter. Just to our right here is the line for the South TSA checkpoint, which is brutal. In fact, it almost extends out to the Central checkpoint, which is where TSA Pre is located. And as you can see, I've taken up residence here while the rest of my family tries to scheme their way into clear. Update, I've been summoned to clear. I think we're going to find a way to work this out. Alright, that was pretty clutch. Parents have clear and were able to sign me up on the spot. Time to find some breakfast.
Hey, how are you? Yeah. Thank you.
As we're finding a place to sit, some quick background on the United Club Cleveland. It's actually a relic of the old Continental hub days, back when the airline was operating 250 plus flights per day, including a couple non-stops to Europe. But obviously CLE was dropped as a hub after the United merger, and even though this club has been well maintained and modestly improved over the years, it's dramatically oversized for the number of United flights departing from here.
Well, you must be happy because they got open. Thank you. You too.
on check-in. Passengers should check with their air carrier for further information.
Exit row. Exit row. Yep. Only enable. Thank you.
Where are you kind of sitting?
Are the windows in the exit row the same as the other rows? Because I would love the window, but I think Juice may want to sleep, so that's fine if he wants to do that.
Well, I mean, I'll take the one that's next to the stranger. One of those across the
Alright.
morning. Grab one of those, please.
Thank you.
So, looks like we got one of the older interiors. These first class seats likely haven't been touched since the Continental days, but at least we got DirecTV at every seat. Continental started installing DirecTV on its domestic fleet in 2008 and used to charge $6 a pop, but now it's free since most people seem to either use Wi-Fi or stream to their own device now.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I could care less. You can switch at the last minute if you want.
How you doing?
The place on the beach, the guy got back to me. We're still available, so that's good.
Pushback is right on time, a little past 7 a.m. I'm glad to hear United is still weaving the classic Rhapsody in Blue into its safety videos. Whenever I hear that song, I just know I'm in for a proper adventure. Anyhow, let's preview the flight plan for today. It's going to be a quick taxi to runway 24 left via Juliet and Lima. Then once we take off, we'll be headed pretty much due west in a pretty efficient Great Circle route. Flight time will be just over 5 hours, the cruising altitudes of 30, 32, and finally 38,000 feet. Alright, bad news for those of you who wanted to take advantage of the free DirecTV and rest your arms at the same time. Unfortunately, they decided to build the channel changer into the top of the armrest, so you can pick your favorite show, but odds are pretty low you'll stay there for more than 10 seconds. Other than that, the in-flight experience was solid. Wi-Fi was functional, bathrooms were clean, flight attendants were fairly professional, but I would note the service was fairly limited for a nearly 5-hour flight. There was one beverage service and some stroopwafels on offer. That was about it. But let's see the landing, then I'll talk about my overall thoughts, how much we paid for our tickets, and more. So as we're deplaning, here are my overall thoughts. I like that United has maintained at least one daily year-round nonstop flight from Cleveland to LAX. There's clearly both business and leisure demand, given Spirit has also served the route since they launched flights out of Cleveland in the 2015-2016 timeframe. The competition keeps prices somewhat reasonable, as you'd expect, but United typically charges $100 more than Spirit, even for basic economy. And it makes sense. The whole experience on United is a bit more civilized and premium, even if you're in the back of the bus. Better seats, more legroom, sturdy tray tables, Wi-Fi service, free entertainment, Star Alliance mileage accumulation potential, lower likelihood of in-flight disturbances, and probably a better chance of arriving on time. So, how much did we pay? Well, funny story, we were originally booked on Spirit to leave a couple days earlier, but that flight got canceled after there supposedly was a power outage at LAX, which we didn't learn about until we had already driven to the airport, checked in our 6 bags, and boarded. I couldn't find any news outlets reporting a power outage at LAX that day, and the United flight operating the same route got out on time. Anyways, I paid about $410 one way for the Spirit ticket, which is a lot, but we were traveling during peak holiday period, and I also paid $180 to check 2 bags and reserve a big front seat. Now, we obviously got this refunded once the flight was canceled and we didn't rebook. For the United flight, we only ended up paying slightly more at $525, even though we booked just 2 days out. The only add-on here was an Economy Plus seat. Bags were free thanks to my dad's Premier Silver status. Oh, that's about it. Thanks for coming along with me today. If you liked the video, or if you're just in a good mood or feeling charitable, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any and all support is appreciated. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll leave you with some footage from the Hertz rental car deck in LAX.